Hey, Dishon, how's the injury of yours holding up tonight's game?
I just my ankle's doing a lot better right now. Prayed about it. Been going to rehab a lot, so my ankle's doing perfectly fine now. I think I'm back to 100%.
You had another night, once again, battling against Evan Mobley in the paint. What are your thoughts on that matchup, and how did he sort of test you on defense?
He's a long, legged guy just like me, so he challenges me to stay in front of him and play the best defense I can. Because if not, he's going to score. He's an NBA player, so I kind of expect him to come out and try to swing as hard as he can at me. So I'm gonna give him my best shot as well. So I just think we're a pretty even matchup, and you saw it out there tonight.
You guys kind of had some moments of hope to make a comeback tonight. What fell apart for you guys after those moments that allowed USC to keep its foot on the gas tonight?
Honestly, there's a few key turnovers that we did. I had one where IB threw it to me and I kind of fumbled and it went out of bounds. There was one where I think Slim threw it out of bounds. Noah, as we call him, Slim, he threw it out of bounds, and that kind of propelled them to get that momentum and get the victory.
And with such a quick turnaround to face the Huskies on Monday, I'm sure you guys don't want to lose to them at home. So how do you guys turn things around in just 2 days to face them?
Just keep a steady mind and keep your head up through all the wins and losses. You got to treat your wins like your losses and your losses like your wins. So I think it's just about keeping a steady head and a steady mind, and we're just going to keep grinding and keep working until the season's officially ended.
Thanks, Sean.
Theo Lawson, go ahead.
Hey, Dishon, is there something you kind of like about that matchup with USC, considering you scored 14 points in the last game and obviously career high 18 tonight? Is there something about the matchup that really kind of suits your game against them?
Not really. I think it kind of fires me up a little more just because I know who I'm going against and all the pressure that's on me to succeed in that particular game. But I don't really think it's anything new. I think I come out playing a little harder. So,
Did you ever have a chance to play against Evan Mobley in high school or AAU or anything?
Yeah, I've definitely played him before.
What were those matchups like before this season, I guess?
Pretty much the same thing, just going back and forth battling. It's always a battle with that guy. He's a pretty good player, so.
Is it especially frustrating to go 3 of 25 from 3-point range, and you guys usually can at least make 5 to 7 to 10 threes in a game, and especially in a game that was 2 possessions all the way through, and USC never really led by more than 5 or 6 points?
Yeah, I really think that those threes that they would have helped later in the stretch, but we're a good shooting team, and sometimes you're just going to have off nights shooting from deep. So I think this is one of those days, and I think next game we'll definitely turn that around.
Where do you think your game is right now compared to the last game against USC, and how much you've kind of grown in that stretch over a month, I guess?
I definitely think my mid-range game is coming along a lot better. I'm starting to expand my game and stretch it out. So pretty soon I'm going to eventually expand my game onto the 3, and I'm going to become a 3-way scorer. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Karthik, go ahead.
Hey, Dishon, in a couple games this season, you guys have gotten close against Oregon State, and then this game recently, and then they've kind of been able to pull away there in deep stretches. How frustrating is that, to be able to right in the mix of the game and then, for them to pull away?
It's definitely frustrating when you get the game close. You work so hard to get the game to score back to where we want it to be, and they just pull away. But I think that's just a mental thing on our part. I think when we get the game close, we tend to start having mental lapses, and that's what allows them to propel themselves to get that victory. So I think we just have to stay focused all 40 minutes, and I think we'll start coming away with a lot more victories.
Thanks.